Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 4. I just want to say I am very impressed up until this present time with all of the engagement that I'm getting out of this course, and I'm very much enjoying reading your discussion posts and your journal entries. This course has really started off on the best foot possible. So I thank you for all of that. If you have any questions, please keep them coming. I am answering them as quickly as I can. If I have not gotten back to you yet, I did have a little bit of issues with my email. So please email me again if I have not gotten back to you as of yet, as of posting this video. So let's jump into our course shell. Here it is right here. We are in week 4. We just finished up the What is Art assignment, and now we are moving right along with the course content. So I'm going to jump into our course content tab right here. We are going to move past What is Art assignment, and we are moving on to the elements and principles of art. So now at this point, we have developed our definition of what is art. We have challenged that definition. We have started grounding our opinions as best we can within that definition. So now, before we could really start talking about works of art and judging them based upon that definition, we really need to understand how artwork is developed, right? We need to form that contextual information before we can move into the next step. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing this week. So the elements and principles of art is going to be examining the foundations of what constitutes a work of art. So if you click through, you will get some contextual information. Click right along. And then I also provide some videos too, because sometimes it's a little bit easier to listen and watch something than read it. So I provide both forms of modality for you. I'm going to go back though to the Google slide presentation, which is there in blue. As you go through this Google slide presentation, there's going to be open-ended questions. No, you do not need to answer the questions in this Google slide presentation on the discussion post this week. These are just certain things, certain questions to start to have you thinking about what is, adding to that question of what is art and how to talk about it. So I open with, are there certain things that all works of art must have in common? Think about that. Yes, there is, and they are called the elements of art, and they are the building blocks of art. So this Google slide presentation will take you through all 7 elements of art. Again, having you engage with open-ended questions in your own way. There is no formal written response to these questions. Then stop here before you move on to the principles of art. Again, I take you through all 7 principles of art. And then I have a one final work of art right here for you where you can kind of start to pick apart this and see if you can pull out any of the principles and elements of art that you just viewed. We're going to take a step further. So here's the core content for this week. With this information, what you're going to do is go over to the discussion post. And you are going to, upon reviewing the chapters in your book, if you have the book, and the elements and principles of design in that Google slide presentation, you are going to select one of the 8 works of art below. So these works of art right in through here. And if you click on this, the other 4 should show up as well. You are going to choose one of them, and you are going to identify and elaborate on as many elements and principles of design you can discern with your chosen artwork in your post. So you're going to say you take this right here, this watercolor, you are going to look for a variety of lines, colors, shapes, textures, forms, values. See if you can pull that out and just list it and where you see it. And then same with the principles. Is there balance to this artwork? Is there contrast within this artwork? So on and so forth. That is the discussion post for this week. Additionally, you will have a journal entry which will be right here. In this journal entry, again, if you have the book, if you don't have the book, you still will be able to complete this post. You are going to explore the elements and principles. You're going to share your opinion on whether you agree or disagree with the notion that all art should have a foundation or common threads. So while I tell you that these are the common threads in the common foundation, the elements and principles, should all works of art be based on that? Is that a principle? Is that a belief that you agree or disagree with? And then you're going to provide your reasoning and your perspective within this journal post. It could be as simple as, I didn't consider it before, but now I consider it. Yes, I do think it should all have a common ground because it's easier to talk about. Or no, art, per my definition, is in the eye of the beholder, so it doesn't need to conform to certain rules. Either perspective is correct. I'm more interested in how you ground and reason that perspective. Okay, so that is the purpose of this journal entry. Both items, the discussion and journal post discussion post and journal entry, are going to be due on Sunday, September 21st by midnight, before we start our next week. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Be happy to help you.